It was a stormy night when Father Thomas arrived at the long-abandoned Moore house. Its dark silhouette loomed against the roiling sky, a place the townspeople had long whispered about. The house was cursed, they said, haunted by the spirits of those who had once lived there. Eliza Moore, the last of the Moore family, had returned to the house after years away. The town had watched in horror as she arrived, pale and wide-eyed, only to hear her screams the following day. Father Thomas was called in to perform the exorcism. The house smelled of mildew, and the air felt thick with decay as he stepped inside. The walls, once grand, were now peeling and moth-eaten. The staircase creaked under his weight as he made his way up to Eliza's room. The door was ajar, and from within came a low, guttural voice, a sound that didn't belong to any human throat. "Eliza?" Father Thomas called softly. The figure in the center of the room stood still, her long, dark hair hanging limp. Her body was rigid. Her back was to him, but Father Thomas could feel something wrong in the air, something dark, something powerful. "Father Thomas." Eliza's voice came, sweet but wrong. It was laced with a raspy, unnatural tone. "You've come for me, haven't you?" He stepped forward cautiously. "Eliza. What's happening to you?" Her head jerked slightly, but she didn't turn. Instead, the voice spoke again, deeper now. "The hunger, Father. The darkness. It calls to me." Father Thomas could feel it, a cold presence in the room, pressing against his chest. The walls seemed to stretch and twist, shadows lengthening as if alive. The entity inside her twisted and grinned from her face, revealing sharp teeth too jagged for a human mouth. "You think you can save her? She's mine. She always has been." Steeling himself, Father Thomas pulled out his crucifix and vial of holy water. "In the name of God, I command you to release this woman's soul," he said, his voice firm. The thing inside Eliza shrieked, a noise that shook the room. The shadows thickened, swirling around him like a storm. Father Thomas knew it had begun. "Eliza Moore, I command you, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, to release her," he repeated, stepping closer, splashing holy water over her. The liquid sizzled upon contact, and Eliza's body jerked violently. "You cannot win," the demon hissed, its voice growing louder. "This house will claim you too, priest. It always does." The pressure in the room increased, and Father Thomas felt the walls pushing in. The darkness in the corners of the room began to writhe, but he stood firm. He raised his voice higher, louder, and with every word, the presence in the room seemed to recoil. "In the name of Christ, I cast you out. Leave her and never return." With a final, agonized scream, the demon released its hold on Eliza. Her body went still, and the room fell silent. Father Thomas knelt beside her, his heart pounding. Slowly, Eliza's eyes fluttered open. There was confusion in her gaze, then recognition. "Father Thomas." She whispered weakly, her voice returning to its soft, familiar tone. "Did I hurt anyone?" He nodded, relieved. "The demon is gone. You're safe now." The storm outside had quieted, but the house remained eerily still. Father Thomas helped Eliza to her feet. She clung to him, trembling, as if the house might swallow them both at any moment. Suddenly, a faint whisper filled the room, so soft that Father Thomas almost didn't hear it. "This house will never be free." Asterisk. He turned, but the room was empty. The shadows had gone still. Only the cold silence remained. Father Thomas looked at Eliza. The exorcism was over, but something told him the battle wasn't truly won. The house had been silent for now, but its darkness, its hunger, still lingered in the corners. And as he guided Eliza out into the night, he knew the house had only been waiting for its next victim.